Hello friends, welcome once again in Cool IT Help. In this tutorial session, we are going to set up Android application development setup in IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition 2023. Here are the action items. First, we will set up the development environment. Then we will see how to create and run the test demo app. So here I have mentioned all the steps that we are going to follow. So you can see on this notepad. We will do everything one by one. So the important step is configuring JDK, project structure, then we will do some editing in the UI layout, and then we will create a demo app. Let's begin with the step one. First, you have to open the IntelliJ IDEA and you are going to launch. Just click on this new project. And then you will see new project screen. Come here, click on this Android option. So basically this is for the Android application. Once you click, this will detect if there is any Android SDK configured. If it is not, click on this install SDK. So the IntelliJ IDEA setup will search your system and detect that is there any SDK exist on your system. If it is found, this will show you. If not found, this will show you that you need to download and install. So this time this detected the SDK on my system and this is showing me the path in the bottom. Okay, in case if this is older version, so the responsibility to update this has been taken by this setup. So now this is the SDK folder location, which is fine. So just click on the finish. The check has been performed and it is found updated. No need to change, click next. But in your case, if not present on your system, this will download and install and the process will be similar. And then when you move to the next, and you will see here some templates. So we are going to select a basic activity template from this place because we are going to design the UI for our app. Now this is the configuration for our project. So first we need to give a useful name to our application. So in the first box you need to put the application name, and there's a package. So this time com.application, com.example.android application, and this is the project location. And now come here in the Java language section, select the Java because we are going to write this in the Java language. And the minimum SDK, this time default is API 24. This is selected, and we have other options as well, but we are going to proceed with this API 24. Now click on the create button. Wait for a few seconds and you will see the extended IntelliJ IDEA home. On the left hand side there is a project tab, and at this place you can see some activities is going on. So this is downloading the Gradle and other important tools. Those are required for our project. After finishing up all the things, you will see your project is set up and you can view your project here in this project view. Now we will do one more action. Go to the file, go to the project structure. Here we will see the platform SDK is properly set up or not. Click here on the SDK, and then you can see here the JDK path is properly detected. And now select the Android API 28 platform. So already detected 3 kind of APIs and the path is properly set up. In case your path is not properly there, you have to put the path for the JDK and the SDK, Android SDK. Now go to the file menu, again go to the settings. Now come under the build, execution and deployment option. Under the build tools, you have to click on the Gradle. Here you can see the Gradle settings for your application. This is our application name. On the right hand side, make sure this checkbox is checked. Build and run setting, Gradle, distribution wrapper, and the Gradle JVM is the Android SDK. This is project SDK 17. which is our JDK. Now click on the OK. And the project is all set up. Now, when you expand this project view, you can see the real structure of the project. But in the project menu, you can see here we have the Android view as well. But this is the not the actual file hierarchy structure. This is for the easiness only. And this will not show all your files. This will show the files which are more relevant to you. If you want to see the other files which you see less, then you can change the Android view to normal project view. And here we have some folders like manifest file. First one is the Android manifest file. We have the Java folder. Here we have the Java classes, the main activity, and then we have the test classes as well. When you come here in this rest folder, you can have all those non-code resources like the layout, images, audio files, and whatever you want to use. And this is the activity main.xml in which we will set some controls and we will change the layout. And this is the Gradle script folder which has some build related files for our Android application. So this is a general idea about this, how things are going here in this IntelliJ IDEA if you are working with Android's application. And when you switch to the project view, you can see other files as well. Okay, so we are working with the two different views. Let's change it to Android. Now on the right hand side, you can see here main activity.java is opened. Now we come back to the notepad. Step 4. In the step 4, we will edit the UI layout. We will add an image to UI layout, then we will add a text and we will do some text styling. So we are going to perform these actions. Let me explain you the things what we are trying to do. So on the layout, we will add one image view and we will set some image, and then we have add a text on this. And what we are trying to do, we will plan this thing as we will click on this image once, twice, thrice, and then that message will appear in the text view. So this thing we are going to perform. Okay, now we will go to the res layout and activity main.xml. Just double click on it, then you will see this activity main.xml is opened in the designer mode. On the left hand side, you can see the palette is there, so all the controls available, you can use it. Here you have some controls. On the right hand side, you have all the attributes related to your screens. Okay, now this is the detailed view. Go to this icon, select design surface, click on this design only. So we will focus on this design part only. So here we have some ready-made text or controls. So what we will do first, we will delete all the stuff from this screen. Okay, also delete this message icon. Okay, now this is completely blank and our target is to create an image view. So just drag and drop an image view. So this time I have taken the avatar as an option here, but later I will change it to different one because of the default layout positioning. And now then we will add one text view here. Okay, do the right click on the image and then convert coordinate layout to the constraint layout, and you will get this pop-up box. Click OK. And now you want to place your image somewhere on this screen, so that will be OK. So this is our image file and we have one text. Now we will do the change. We will assign an ID to this image view. So suppose this will be Droid image. Okay, great. When you press enter. This will ask you to refactor because we have some reference of this image in corresponding files in our project. So this will change all the name instance with the new image ID. Okay, this is all set. And we are not going to do much with this. Now we'll pick this second control, which is the text view. So we want to change this ID. We will set a relevant name to this, click counter, and again the same thing will happen with this. Refactor the name. Okay, when you expand the common attributes, you will see all the text related important attributes. You can style, you can add font size, you can change the font type, lots of things you can do. So go to the text, then click here, and this pick a resource box open, click on this plus button. Now we will create one string value and we want to associate to it. So I will create a resource name like this, welcome underscore text. Resource value will be a message, any string you want to attach to this, and just leave the rest of the thing as it is. Click OK, and now here on the right hand side you can see it is ready. And now our given text is appearing here on this layout as well. There are other attributes as well. So let's do some change to the text color and font size. So just scroll down and look for the text size attribute, text color also there. So first we will change the text size this way. Okay, we have selected a little bigger text, and now we will change the text style. We will set it to bold. Okay, so I want to show you that these properties will work here. So you have to just look for the properties and the things you want to do with the text. All those stuffs are here. Now we are going to change the text color. So I am just going to add a resource here this way, color value. So I'm creating one resource with the new color. Already predefined colors also there. So if you have a requirement and that color suits you, so you can pick from that place. Otherwise you can create your own. Click OK. And now the text color that we have created is added. Okay, so that's fine with the control properties. So you can choose and you can do a lot of things here. So this is the more design part. So that's not our target. Go to here. At this option you can see the portrait and landscape view of your application from this place. Yeah, so far so good. Now let's move to the step 5. So in which we will do some coding, and we are going to make our application interactive. So when we click on the image every time, so we will get the count of the click. So we will go to the Java folder, then we will go inside here main activity. So the file is open, but I will change this code. So we will add some relevant code which I have already prepared. So before pasting the code, I want to change the name of this class. Now the class become hello droid activity.java, and we will change the complete code. So the new code will look like this. So here what we were trying to do, we will click on this image view, and then that the count for the click will display in that text view. So the code is written in that way. This is quite simple and straightforward. Now we will see if there is any error in this code. So we will try to remove that. So there are some unused import. So you can remove those, but that's not a big problem. that is only warning. So just we are looking for if there is any issue or any problem in this code, then we will fix, and after that we will go for the build. And what I was telling, that the image view, so once we get the image view instance, on the basis of that we are adding some click listener on that at line number 35. 31 is for that message text. So every time when we click, that will be hold here in this message object, which is the text view. And this is a simple code, and we added a click listener on this image, so image will become clickable. And inside this, once the on click method will execute, so we are calling the tab droid method. So inside the tab droid method we have the logic to increase the counter, because every time when you click, so count will increase by 1, and that will be added to a variable, and that variable count will be displayed to the text view. This is simple. So code logic is very straightforward. I hope this is clear to you. So far so good. Let's move to the next. So now we are at the step 6. Let's build the application, then we will run the application. So before going to run, we must have the virtual machines set up on our IntelliJ IDEA. Go to the option, click on the build project. You can see at the bottom that build activity is going on. We need to wait few more seconds for the build completion. Now let's check this build tab. Okay, so we got the message that build finished and there is no error. Now we are good to run this application. Okay, before going to run it, you have to perform one additional step. If you don't have a setup for any virtual machine, so you have to do that. Let me show you how you will do. Go to the tools and then go to the Android. Come here, click on this device manager, and this device manager pan will appear. So here we have an option for create device. Click on this button. This time you can see I have already created one. When you click, you will see this kind of window. So here we have a selection. You want to create the device like phone device or tablet device or desktop, TV or other type. So select and then click next. Select that API label and image, what kind of you want. So select those things, click next, and then downloading will start, and after few minutes that will be set up. Once your device is set up, you are ready, you can go at the top and click here to run. Now you can see the activity on the console. That Gradle build is running, and this time our app that we have created will be installed on the virtual device, and that virtual device will be up and running very soon. Okay, so we found some issues. Then we have done a small change. We have added the image view, and then we go to this place, that infer constraint we just clicked on. So our image will be placed and this will stay at the same place when we run our application. If we do not infer the constraint, so your image and the text or the other controls will be default adjusted left to right. So you will not get the same layout when you are running. Okay, so again we just take in the build, and we are going to run it, and the virtual device is launched. On the right hand side you can see the application is ready. Let me zoom it little bit, and we will see the click action is working or not. Look at here. So I just clicked once and clicked again twice, then clicked again thrice, 4 times, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, so many times. So our code is perfectly working. So every time when I'm clicking, this tab droid method is calling, and the counter is going to increase by 1, and that is going to set with this text view. So this is the basic demo app setup here in the IntelliJ IDEA. I hope you guys got the basic understanding about the Android application setup inside the IntelliJ IDEA. I hope you guys found this tutorial relevant and useful. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And for now, thanks for watching. Cool IT Help.